What's up, everybody? Today's lesson is on solving or rewriting literal equations. Literal equations are otherwise known as formulas, where each variable is a quantity representing some aspect of a relationship. One example of a literal equation is the formula for finding the volume of a rectangular prism. V equals LWH, which represents volume equals length times width times height. Another example of a literal equation is D equals RT, which stands for the relationship of distance is equal to rate multiplied by time. When we talk about solving or rewriting these literal equations, what we mean is that we're solving for one of the other variables in the formula. For instance, we might be told to solve for R in the D equals RT formula. The first thing I need to do is identify what's happening with the variable R and figure out how to isolate it or get it by itself. It is being multiplied by t, therefore I need to do the inverse or opposite operation to get rid of t and isolate R. But remember, whatever we do to one side of the equal sign, we must do the same thing on the other to keep the relationship equal, so I divide d by t as well. The t's cancel out on the right hand side and we're left with r equals d divided by t. We have now solved for r as we've isolated r and know what it equals. Let's look at our volume formula again. We're told to solve for L. Again, we see that L is being multiplied by both W and H. So to isolate L, we must divide by W and H. We have to divide the other side by WH to keep the equation equal. On the right hand side, the WH's cancel out and we're left with V divided by WH equals L. One more example. We're told to solve for W in the equation 2L plus 2W equals P. So we must first get W by itself. First, we have to get rid of the 2L, or move it to the other side of the equation. To do that, we have to do the opposite of whatever 2L is right now. We're adding these two quantities right now, and 2L is a positive quantity, so to get rid of it, we must subtract 2L from both sides of the equation. That leaves us with 2W equals P minus 2L. Now, to isolate W, we need to get rid of the 2 that is being multiplied by. So we do the inverse operation, which is to divide by 2. That leaves us with W equals P minus 2L divided by 2, or over 2. We have now solved the equation for W. So to sum it all up, when solving literal equations, follow the same steps you would follow to solve normal equations by doing the inverse operation to isolate the variable you're trying to solve for.
Created using Powtoon.